What to post when you sell a $5,000 to $50,000 offer. Getting views is not the same thing as getting clients. Now I know this might sound contradictory to some, so let me explain. Back then I have channels with millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, but this channel had 0 sales. But now I can make a video with only 2.5 thousand views, for one of my clients, and he made $10,000 from this single video with only 2.5 thousand views. Now I'm not just cherry picking here because he kept going and hit $50,000 a month. Sorry, this is wrong, but he kept going and he hit $50,000 a month on roughly 10,000 views per month. How is this even possible? The leverage of this is actually insane. Well, what it's not about is views. It's not entirely about views. Sure, views will be a limiting constraint in the future when you're making like $10,000+ a month, but right now it's really not. What it is about targeted videos. Now you might be asking, what is a targeted video? Now put simply, it's a video that your exact client is already searching for on YouTube. For example, if you sell a cookie business course, I think this should say cookie baking course, but regardless, if you sell some kind of cookie course like cookie baking service, coaching or whatever, a normal video might be like this: how to bake cookies. I know this is AI, but it's just to get the point across. How to bake cookies. This is probably like the most broad, generic type of video you can imagine. A targeted video would be something more like this: how to price your cookies for wholesale. This is very specific, very niche, very, very targeted for specific people. Do you see the difference? The first one is for everyone, literally way too broad. And the second one is for your buyer specifically. They might be searching something like this. And in the video, you might have some kind of coaching service that actually sells to these type of people that are searching for that. The reason why this works goes into marketing psychology. So we have a basic funnel system here: top of funnel, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel. The top of funnel people are basically most people. They're not aware that they have the problem, but they do have the problem. For example, the cookie people, maybe they're just old grandmas who cook really bad cookies and they have no idea that they're bad because it's the only cookies they've ever eaten. And their grandsons just hate their cookies so badly, but they don't want to say anything to, anyway, whatever. And middle of funnel is they're aware of the problem, but they're not aware of the solution. Now, maybe this grandma is aware that her cookies are not the best, but she doesn't know how to fix it. She has no idea of the solution. Now, bottom of funnel is only a small portion of these people, but they're both aware of the problem and aware of the solution. So let's say this is your grandma who's actually tech savvy for once, and maybe goes on the internet and realizes that her cookies are bad, but she also realizes she can hire a specialist to take care of that for her, meaning she can hire someone to coach her on how to make the best cookies possible. And that's the bottom of funnel. Targeted videos target the bottom of funnel as much as possible. These are the people that are most likely to buy. Ideally, you want to be making videos targeted like at the very tip. These are literally going to be people that are just going to be saying, take my money. I want your solution to my problem as fast as possible. That's the ideal target for your videos, but it's pretty hard to target the tip of the funnel like that. So sometimes you have to expand further. And you really only want to be targeting the middle and top of funnel when you've already milked your entire bottom of funnel in your niche already, which is very unlikely, especially if you're watching this video. You have to be making like minimum 10K a month for this, likely 50K a month, 100K a month to completely scrape your bottom of funnel. Middle of funnel is where ads come in likely, and also top of funnel as well. But yeah, so how do you find these targeted video ideas? The answer is AI. Literally, it hasn't been easier in today's market. Literally just use AI. And more specifically, you can just use my prompts. For example, I made this prompt completely for free. You don't have to give me your email or anything. You can just go here, and it has a full prompt. You can literally just copy and paste like this, and you enter your product or service you're selling. So for example, for the cookie niche, I would type in coaching services for elderly patients. Well, maybe not elderly, but whatever. Coaching for cookie baking home service people, whatever. Something like that. And you just paste this entire prompt into something like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. I like Claude the best. If you're not using Claude in 2026, there might be something wrong with you, but because Claude is king right now. But anyway, when you do this, out comes something like this document right here. And I can't tell you how much gold this actual document has. This basically shows your ideal customer, your psychology, the biggest problems they faced, etc. Just so much gold. This would have taken weeks, maybe even months to make, and this would have been probably the most important document in any business before the age of AI. It still is probably the most important document you'll ever make with AI. It's this document right here. But anyway, once you have this document, step 2 is use that same document to generate a massive list of targeted videos for completely free. It has never been easier in today's world with the world of AI to make targeted video ideas like this. Now, specifically, you can use this prompt. This is another prompt that I made where you literally just paste this in to Claude or ChatGPT or whatever, and you also attach the document that you just made up here. And out comes another massive document of just countless video ideas. Now, every video you post is something your client is already searching for. For example, let's say this person is actually searching for spoon scooped versus roller cookie dough test. That video is going to come up here. And you're not competing with giants, you're competing with very specific people who are at the bottom of your funnel who want to buy as soon as possible. Now, every view on this video is going to be a potential client. That's the power of this strategy. Now look at this. I know this is AI, but this is just an example. All of these videos are super targeted for specific problems, like why bakery cookies taste better than homemade, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. They're super targeted videos. Now that you have this, after the video idea comes to actually make the video. Now this is a bit harder and unique per person, so I won't go in depth in this video about that. You know, there could be so many different formats, structures, etc., ways of editing. Like this video, for example, is very simple but professional, etc. But anyways, if you want my help to make targeted videos or to get real clients and real results, or just want to know how you can grow your content to get more clients, feel free to message me for free on my personal Instagram. Now this is my personal Instagram. It's not like a business account or anything, so I will reply probably within 24 hours at least. But yeah, if you have a free question, feel free to just ask me there. But just know I do have clients. But if you want that extra step, that extra help to get results just like this, then you know what to do. But other than that, thanks for watching. Yeah.